So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
You want a piece?
No,
Wait, you don't want to eat?
I have a piece, but like, it seems like you're kind of mad, and mad seems fine, but it seems like you just need to.
What's that?
Are you a little mad, Dad? No? Oh, yeah.
We're good.
Yeah. You know what ChatGPT is, man?
He likes the phone.
I just told him. I know you've been talking to literally everybody about me. It's fine.
Mark,
You see, I
work on a good attitude.
yeah.
What are you gonna do? What are you
Coding. So I made this thing called create.
Yeah, mine went out and
Oh,
this
yeah,
shit, that's
that's
so
what I'm
bad.
talking. So I made this thing called create format. Yeah. The ChatGPT helps me with a lot of things. Show me the code for the form. And the more I ask ChatGPT, the more I'm learning that.
So have you built it based on what it says, or?
Well, it's not entirely. Like, I created some of the UI, but it mainly did the search thing, which is pretty cool. So, but it can like that's the UI is basically the same as ChatGPT. So it's like it can create some new stuff.
So what is the music? Is that what you're supposed
They're
to
just
do?
studying. Oh, and you can ask what this is what I do with Dad is I check the bill. I check the bill.
Check what bill?
Bill that Donald Trump said, and I was seeing if it was just for me. Because ChatGPT can interpret that,
What would be good for you?
the disability pension.
Right. Not because of the inside.
So, and Dad said he cares because Jimmy has it, but I also have a disability, and so I really want to see what everyone thinks about me when I come back, because I bet you somebody's probably been telling everybody a lot about me.
About what, like, specifically?
Probably part of it, everything. It's ridiculous. Maybe just a lack of thinking you're like, oh, we're so much better than him, we're so pathetic, and I'm your own son. It's like, they were like that. Some of the Nazis were kind of like that.
It's crazy. You look so much like Jimmy. Like facial structure.
Just because of my haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, why are you not having any emotion right now?
Why are you confronting me for something that you don't know if that's the case? And
I do know that's the case. You know, I'm trying to outsmart you. I'm not bad. You just seem very unemotional.
Is this the way this is the stuff that I work on, Mark? Think about it, Matt came an hour and a half.
I waved at him. Did he even say hi? Did you say hi when I waved?
Mark,
Was like carrying a pizza.
He
and
was
cooking
cooking
on it?
and not,
What
and
am I
Yeah.
supposed to do? I'm supposed to wave at you with
Yeah,
the
you're
pizza?
you're supposed to be like,
with the coat.
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
So he drives all the way to come see you, and you've been nothing but nasty to him. Why? Like, what is it you're trying to achieve?
Nothing. I'm
This
just trying
is
to have
just
a good family relationship.
This is not how you do it, though. Like, do you not know?
I do not know, and I'm never gonna know, bro. But it's fine. I've accepted what you have to say, but
But don't you want to try and change and be able to have a better relationship? Right? I mean, isn't that what we're trying to achieve? So when I call you out on this stuff, you should process what I'm telling you because I'm trying to help you.
Matt, how much push-ups can you do?
It's a good question. I don't know. Probably like 35, 40.
I can do like 30.
Can you do 30?
Yeah,
Because-
yeah.
30 good push-ups. Like, I'll be
You
done.
don't even know what a good push-up is.
Okay. Let's see it.
Big guy. I might call you big guy too, because you and Dad have like, both the same type of body. You look similar. You're like Dad's spitting image. It's funny. Yeah. Like with the nose and everything. It's funny.
That's not a push-up.
You're not a push-up.
That's not a push-up.
5, 6,
Give me
You're stupid.
7,
push-up.
8, 9,
Shut up, man.
10,
One real push-up.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30. That was great, Mark.
Yeah, just a 30. Yeah, you do now. You now do.
I can do 100 of those.
Okay, show me. Show me, big guy.
It's not
Do you see how like?
Well, why would you say that?
Yeah, no, he's saying very offensive things.
Well, you have to realize you just came at me first. And then that's.
I said you're just unemotional.
You said, oh yeah, okay, so you do that. And it's like,
Yeah, no, because you
when
said
you
I
talk
could
to
do.
people
But
like
you were
that,
like-
No, I said yeah. You know why I said that?
There's never gonna get the response that
You know why I
I
said
want
that?
us to have to
You know why I said
You'll
that?
never get
It's
the
because
response you
he.
want. You'll never get the response you want acting like that.
It's be.
If you comment somebody like that, you're not gonna get the response you want. Just saying.
Okay, but you can't come at me and like.
Mark, do you see why you're not capable of being at my house? You're proving it. Right here. You're
I
not
can't
5,
wait to
10 minutes
rewatch this.
in. Huh?
I said I can't wait to rewatch this to see who really is the antagonist.
I want you to watch it. Maybe you can learn from it.
Yeah, because I noticed I was antagonizing some of it yesterday, but you were also kind of not focusing. And now you're like both raging in on your own kid and your brother. It's kind of pathetic, but like you had like Trump did that to Zelensky, and it's like that's fine. When it's your own family, it's like it's called wolves. You don't eat. That's just pathetic. But
Did you thank him for the pizza?
he bought it or he bought it.
He bought it. And he went and got it. And he drove here to see you.
And I got you.
Does any of that matter to you?
What?
Does any of that matter to you?
Yeah, it does.
Do you know how to show that?
You're not gonna come in my tree.
So what did you guys do?
I'm gonna rewatch this. I'm actually gonna share it with my therapist. It's gonna be fun. What makes a person deserve forgiveness? Yeah.
What makes a person deserve forgiveness?
Yeah.
And on
A civilized society.
No, but I mean, like, why do they deserve forgiveness?
Again, it's because we're civilized. Like, we can look at, we don't think binary. Like, we look at maybe they did that for these reasons, right? And there's an intellectual, whereas, like, if you're in the wild, if somebody does something, there's an action. Like, there's not, well,
so
you know.
death penalty. That they take.
So I feel it's just part of being a civilized society.
Like death penalty.
So
What
you're
you
saying,
say is that forgiveness, or you say that's penalty without forgiveness?
yeah, well, this is a topic I haven't really studied, but yeah, I'm I'm very abstract. Like when I said free will, like free will does not exist, and I was right. But there's some people who actually argue against what I thought, right?
Yeah, it's like it was exactly what I was saying. It's like you have the ability to do what you want, however,
There's chemistry.
questions.
Yeah, there's repercussion. No, but that is one of the most simple ways
That's
of.
exactly the most simple way to say it.
Exactly. But yeah, because you're not a big fan of philosophy.
What else would you an example?
Yeah.
Probably the best example you can.
But Dad, am I gonna be homeless?
You what?
Am I gonna be homeless?
I hope not. We're working to make sure that doesn't happen.
Why would I be homeless if I'm in treatment?
You won't be if you're in treatment. No, but like, let's say you do something god awful and you can't live with anybody, you know, then that's how you get homeless. But I'll try to find you, if something really bad happened, I'll try to find a home for you.
Like you think I'm trying to kill somebody?
Huh?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be in jail. You would be homeless. It's
But-
like if you're, so like, let me say this. If you came home and every day you wake up and you're causing fights and you're just making everybody's life miserable.
That's not God awful.
Huh?
That's not God that awful.
That's not what.
You said if I did something God awful.
Well, that too. I guess I'm saying there's a spectrum. I'm using that as the god awful would be, but again, not bad enough for your jail because then you're not homeless, you're in jail. I just mean, like, let's say you break everything in our house and you're just very belligerent,
Where's belligerent?
very difficult, very, very difficult. It's like no one has a right to live in my house to grant that way. It's my home, right? And so I would
I'm
say,
your son.
I know, but then my son would need to, and like,
To be
it's pretty
honest.
obvious. I have rules. People have to respect the rules, or they don't live in my house.
So you're saying would be homeless?
I don't want you to be, but it's.
You have to realize too, Mark, like, you have to be very appreciative that your dad is willing to, you know, cover you. Most people, when they turn 18,
I still got my Popeyes.
I know.
You saw it?
I told you that. I said, hey, you still got your chicken.
most people, when they turn 18, their parents are like, all right, figure it out.
They are. I know some people that are like it.
I
But
remember
at the same
that one guy
time, you didn't let me get a
Remember,
job.
there was a guy up in New Jersey,
Over
you
90.
knew his son pretty well. He was like that big dude that would drive the car around really fast. He was in soccer and basketball. But,
Well, why you let Jimmy
so
do it?
his parents kicked him out at 18, and that was.
You didn't do that with
The
Jimmy, did you?
moms, the moms, Ryan Mom,
Huh?
Did you do that with Jimmy?
like Ryan Mom.
It might be.
Yeah.
What's that?
Did you do that with Jimmy? Did you kick him out as soon as he
I
turned?
did kick him out a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. When he was like 23.
After he hurt his mom.
Okay, that's something god awful. I've never done anything like that, so. So yeah.
He wasn't allowed in either of our homes until he had more help.
Yeah, but you are gonna just kick me out on the streets for no reason.
No, it would never be for no reason. That's.
You said if I break stuff in your house, that how
So is that a reason?
is that anything like hurting somebody and breaking their hips?
No, but it's worse enough that if Jimmy was doing that, we wouldn't be living on the home either.
Most people, Mark.
I get the feeling you
So
favor Jimmy.
no, because even like with Jimmy,
You have to realize, Mark.
I told him he was gonna have to leave, and that was probably why I went to live with Jimmy.
No, you
because
definitely
He
do.
wasn't listening to me on enough things, so I was getting very aggravated.
You definitely do.
Yeah, and that's usually, for a reason, and 99% of people